Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi from me too. Hi.
Hey, Raggy, you okay?
Hey, good. It's fantastic. This
Oh,
is my first time doing this thing, so I have absolutely no clue, if I'm doing it right or not.
I am so sorry. Apologies around the world. Do you ever get that feeling when you get time theft where you've got loads of time and then all of a sudden you look at the clock and you're running late when you've done nothing, you've been nowhere and you've achieved nothing, but somehow it went from ages of time to ah.
Story of my life. Sorry.
Yeah.
it's I'm very, very glad that you're able to join us. So, Raggy, can I ask where in the world are you?
Um, I'm I'm in Malaysia, and I live in a
In
small
Malaysia.
town in Malaysia, and I'm in a small town called Kulim, which is about 45 minutes away from the Penang Island. I'm on the mainland, basically small town, small town.
Wow, is it beautiful?
Uh, not really. This town that I live in is built around old rubber estates and oil palm estates, and they have an industrial estate here as well. So it's basically um, just a dreary town in a way. But driving 15 minutes in any direction leads to either the beach or to the hills and stuff like that. So it's cool.
That's all right. That's livable then.
But you got a football. But you got a football team, yeah.
So, how has everybody's week been? Can you go, Leon? How's your week been?
Good, yeah. So, doing some online gigs, and then there's some real live gigs coming up. I've asked at the end of this month. We are going live again. Hopefully, got 2 gigs at the end of the month, with real people, miles apart. But we'll see.
Wow.
We'll see. Yeah. That and losing
Maggie?
competitions.
Oh,
Um,
come on. That was a week ago.
No, there was other competitions that I lost as well.
yeah. Over here,
Wow. What you go.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was just saying that over here, I just do live music video streams, on the YouTube and Facebook. I do that twice a week, and so that keeps my week busy because the rest of the week I'm practicing for the shows that I'm putting out. No live gigs allowed in this region for the moment because of the virus scare. So it's either just sit at home and mope or try to cope. And what I do is I just do this live thing. Actually, I'm now speaking from my studio, which is in my house. It used to be the master bedroom, and then I threw myself out of my own room and built a studio. So I can sit here for hours on end, and then I crawl over to what used to be like a guest room, and then I just sleep there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I this week I've been trying a little experiment where I wake up, and the minute I wake up, I write my dream down and I put it into Twitter, just enough to remind me what it was. So I just tweet my dream, and dreams can be rather weird and wonderful, and I just it entertains me to just try and see a sentence explaining what craziness I got up to. Well, the last 2 nights, I dreamt about the housing estate my grandparents lived on when I was a little girl. Didn't think anything of it. And then in the middle of the night last night, I got a message from a little girl I used to play with when I was 5 or 6 from that estate, asking, "Is that you?"
Wow.
That's got to be kind of That's got to be kind of strange.
freaky.
I usually can't remember my dreams at all because, like, sometimes in my dreams, I know I've written these fantastic songs which are going to be world hits, and then the next morning I wake up and okay, what was that song? And I go blank. And this is a bit funny, but I even had a little recorder beside my bed, and I thought, okay, I'm going to beat this dream thing. Anytime I dream up a good song, I'm going to sort of like mumble out the song or whistle out that song, and then I'll go to sleep. And next morning, at least I'll have that audio capture. And I did that for about 1 week straight. There were like 20 supposed world hits, and they all sounded like this. Uh, so anyway,
Hey, do you want to see something weird? This is genuine. I didn't. This has not been faked, right? I wrote this down just before we started the show. If you could record your dreams, would you put them on Instagram? Wrote that about 10 minutes ago.
You're not one of these.
No way. That's weird.
You're not one of these snake charmer fakir guys,
No, I haven't got me snake in a minute.
Yeah. Bloody hell! Wow. But dreams are weird. Yeah.
Okay, this is taking a bit of a mystical turning.
Hang on. Has anybody had dreams that follow up from previous dreams, and so like over a space of a year or two, you are following up on dreams that you had before, and then you go into the dream and you know that you're in a dream, and it's all that character from that dream. I used to get dreams like that, Then I started taking the blue pills, and they all went away.
No, I did. I used to. And sometimes I get the similar dream, and then I kind of
Alex.
realize I'm in a dream. Hey, Alex.
Hello.
Hi, Alex. Hi.
We're at it again. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good to see another
We're
guy
just
with
having a
beard.
little bit of a mystical, magical conversation.
We're thinking of a number. What number do you think we're thinking of?
So just to catch you up, so just to go up, Alex, I've started tweeting my dreams.
Okay.
Talked about my old grandmother's, my grandmother's housing estate for 2 nights in a row. And then a girl that I played as a child got in touch with me last night from the estate, which is kind of strange. And then I don't know if Leon's just written this down as being naughty, but he then put a question. Have you put any?
Ink's wet.
Did you really do this question?
Yeah, I did.
So it's, would you put your dreams on Instagram? And he wrote that 10 minutes ago.
Spooky.
That's gonna be a no from me.
But I can never tell if Leon's messing with me.
I'm not seriously that serious. And as you were saying it, I was like, that's weird. I don't see that thing as I don't really go on Twitter, so yeah. So that's weird, isn't it? Very weird.
So how has your week been, Alex? Catch us up. What's going on in Ann Arbor?
In Ann Arbor, it's very interesting. Every weekend we get a mass of people who are like not from this town, who like come in from like all parts of Michigan and just change the culture every weekend. It'll be like everyone's like staying indoors a lot, wearing masks, going out when they need to, and then the weekend hits and the city will like shut down the streets so the bars can open up outside, and everybody else will come in, and it'll be like a flood of people, no mask, bar hopping, like just running around every weekend. And I'm just like, every weekend, I'm like, oh, this is different. It was really quiet all week, and then bang. So, about the same. That's been going on for a little bit, but about the same. Definitely Ann Arbor. A lot. Michigan's cases have like skyrocketed too. We hit like 1,000 new cases of the virus in like last week. So,
wow.
So it's been blowing up over here.
Wow.
That's a lot, yeah.
Well, where I live is really beautiful, and it's exactly the story, Alex. Every weekend, the roads are blocked. Friday, the roads are blocked because everybody and their family want to come to where I live for the weekend. And I'm surprised cases haven't gone up as well. But from what Raggy was saying about where he lives, I'm wondering whether or not anyone flocks there.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't exactly the nicest area.
No. I sort of like, chose to live in this place on purpose. You see, you live in a beautiful place, and everybody will come in and spoil your weekend. You live in a place like me, nobody comes to see me during the weekends, and I can then travel wherever I want, and I can bother somebody else's weekend. Now that's pretty sneaky, yeah. But that's the Indian in me.
Brilliant.
Hey Lucy, where are you from? I mean, I'm sorry, I haven't met you guys. The only person who looks familiar is Leon.
And that's just from your dreams. I am living in Devon, in the southwest of the UK, which is what we would call a chocolate box village. It's very beautiful, very green and luscious. We've got very little town, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's the sort of place where if somebody knows about it, and we're like ready to like knock their door down.
Can I come with
in
you?
there?
And Alex is from Ann Arbor, which is in Michigan, which we all researched each other's towns before. And it does sound like Ann Arbor is a beautiful place. I have to say, from what we all researched, it's
if you like trees,
beautiful.
it's like in a forest.
That's
It's
right,
like
yeah.
it's definitely all the roads cut through trees. It's like a green tunnel effect you get with most roads you go down in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, we want to go. Everyone wants to go.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah. But we are going to move on. Yeah, we're going to move on to all our question section. And I'm wondering whether or not we should start off with Raggy's question, because what we like to do is we like to ask all our guests the same question. It's fascinating watching them think out the theory behind it. So, Raggy, your first question on Big World Small Talk is, would you rather a magic carpet or a flying horse?
The magic carpet for sure. I'm not feeding.
Ooh,
I'm not feeding any horse.
You're not feeding it. I like it. No feed. Don't feed the carpet.
Yeah.
I love you how direct you were on that. Some people's thought processes go all over the place.
Yeah, you can see I love my food.
I mean, can you? Yeah, you love your food so much you're not sharing it with the horse. It has to be just a magic carpet. So I'm assuming that the carpet doesn't have a personality then.
Oh, we had that last week. Personality carpets. Different kinds of personality carpets.
Yeah, the thing Haru said was like, does it have a personality? Man, it's a carpet. Next thing he'll be saying, is it female? Can I date it?
How soft is this carpet?
What temperature does he like it in the room? Does he like it warm? Does he like it cold?
Are you talking about your dream horse now, Leon?
Horse as well. But you never asked the personality of the horse. The horse might have had a personality. It's more likely that a horse has got a personality than a bloody carpet. But he thought the carpet was going to have the personality. A horse is a horse. They're all the same.
Yeah. Horse walks into a bar. Why the long face? Right, so we'll move on to my big jar. I can't get the cunt lined up. There's my big question jar.
Woo!
Okay, very basic question. Did you enjoy school? And I nominate Leon to go first.
Yeah, I liked school. I thought school was all right. So I changed school quite a lot when I was younger. So I went from Scotland to England. But it was all right. Yeah, I liked school. It was pretty cool. The only thing is, when I first started, I'm colorblind, so I can't picking colors out for me is not very good. So on my first day, I thought, right, it's the first day of my new school. All I want to do is fit in. I thought, just fit in. That's the thing you do on your first day, innit? You just fit in, get to the new school, fit in. So I got in, sat down, and the first thing somebody asked me is, how come you're wearing a blue blazer and everybody else in the rest of the school is wearing a black blazer? So I was wearing the wrong color blazer. I had to wear that for like the first 3 or 4 years. And every teacher went in with, why's your blazer wrong? Because I couldn't tell the difference between the black and the blue. So I had to keep wearing. So I kind of stuck out a bit for the first 3 years.
I wouldn't want to meet you.
You buy
in a
your
fight
own
area with the
uniform.
army.
Well, yeah, you have to go to the shop, don't you? And so you go to the shop, and my mum said, "What color is it?" And I'd seen it. This is before the internet, so we'd been down, and she couldn't remember. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm sure they were all wearing blue blazers." So I got a blue blazer, and they were all wearing black blazers. But I didn't recognize it until I sat down. Until somebody said to me, well, the first thing they said was, "Why is your blazer not black? Everyone else is black, and yours is blue." I went, "Oh, is it?"
Wow.
Said, fuck fitting in. You the rock star. You the blue blazer kid.
There you go. Forget the fitting in. That didn't work. First 2 minutes.
Now you get to go in the opposite direction.
Stand out.
Gosh. Raggy, did you enjoy school?
Some of it, or probably a lot of it, but I also suffered a fair bit in school because, I wasn't one of those kids who conformed to everything. And I was getting into a lot of trouble. Not as in bad trouble, but just general trouble. But I wouldn't be who I am if I had not gone to school. So I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah. Hindsight 2020.
And Alex, did you enjoy school?
What's up?
Yeah. Did you enjoy school, darling?
It depends on what grade, honestly. Middle school didn't seem like it was fun for anybody. I feel like if you were having a good time in middle school, it was at somebody else's expense. I don't know. I like school like early and like late, like college, like elementary, and then like college was fine. Everything in between.
The middle bit, bad. Isn't that the big bit in the middle bit?
Yeah, the stuff in the middle was no good. We definitely had a very huge school in high school. That was unique. We had like a couple thousand kids in one big school. Yeah. I did the math one day. I'm like, you can meet like 17 new people a day. So you constantly reinvent yourself or get new friends or take new classes or do something different all the time. So that was cool. So I'd say, yeah.
Cool.
Wow. I enjoyed my school. We've talked a little bit about this before, but I really enjoyed my school. I just didn't like my teachers or the students. It's the building I enjoy.
Yeah, you like the building, just not the human element of the school. It was no good. the non-human element, fantastic.
Sounds like you were the principal.
I mean, it's
groundskeeper, really.
It's it's unfair to say all the teachers were not my cup of tea, but there were a couple of teachers. I mean, I went to an all-girls school, and some of the teachers thought that made them the being of everything, the deity of teaching. And Mrs. Reese, if you're watching, go fuck yourself. It's amazing. Some of them.
One viewer down.
Mrs. Churchman absolutely loved you. Mr. Crump absolutely loved you. Mrs. Reese, were you even a teacher? But it's the case of there were some teachers that thought they were, they'd taken a sip from the I am everything cup, and they were just an average teacher.
I drink that every
and
month.
then also some of yeah, I know. And then there were some girls who thought they were a little bit special because if your dad's rich, it means you're powerful. And it's like, you're still thick as shit, girls. It's. I think there was one girl who smashed a car into the front room of somebody's house, and she got a brand new car by the morning because that teaches you consequences.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like you fitted in. You should have wore a blue blazer like me. Stick out.
I know. Although it was quite funny, there were some of us that wore blazers, and that's because we had our fags in our front pockets. So we were like, it was almost like sort of like Grease with the T-birds. Like if you wore your blazer, it meant you were just like a little bit hipper. Like, yeah. So I definitely wasn't. I wasn't conventional in school, and you know what? I'm rather fucking grateful for it now. I don't think it's a strange thing to say that most comedians didn't have like the normal experience of school. Like, there's very few jocks or cheerleaders that have gone into comedy.
There's an opening for someone. Cheerleader comedy.
That's never been done. Never, not at one time. Brand new.
Every punchline you could do a hey, a punchline. Here it comes.
That very suggestion is a joke.
I'm thinking, Raggy, you were in band?
Yeah. Okay. It's just a backdrop I put in there, you know.
You're a liar. You play instruments. Play something. Pick one of those up.
Confuse people, yeah.
Pick that guitar up right now.
Music is sort of like, for me, it's like, you know, the only reason there is to want to wake up the next day, because, like, you know, so many things are weird, and life is a bizarre thing, but, you know, I have my music, and so cool, you know.
You got a lot of it.
Unfortunately, you cannot make a living. Seriously, you cannot make a stable living making music. So, you know, I also have a little day job that, you know, pays the bills, and then there's music, which feeds the soul. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Is it on me? Am I next?
I'm gonna take a. Yeah, I'm gonna just before Alex pulls it. I'm gonna take a wild guess, Raggy. Can you play the sitar?
No.
Rude. Why
you need to get one of Leon's.
You play the recorder, Lucy?
Prediction cards there.
It's the beard. It is the beard.
Yeah.
It is.
The sitar is a very.
It's the beard. I can imagine him playing the sitar.
Okay, speak. Hang on. When I grew up as a kid, at about the age of 9 or 10 years old, I began to have formal studies in Indian classical music. But I was training to play the tabla. You know, that's the little drums that accompany somebody who plays the sitar. And I also was trained to play the harmonium. That's like a little organ where you pump air through little bellows and then you play all the notes. It's like a organ harpsichord kind of a thing. And so I learned how to sing Indian ragas on that thing. And I was playing the tabla, accompanying occasionally people who played the sitar.
Is that them?
But when it was time for me to, hang on, this is funny. When it was time for me to graduate on to learning how to play the sitar, one of my elder brothers began to learn how to play the guitar, and that was it, you know. I picked up the guitar, and, you know, I gave up the tabla and the harmonium and all those things. Yeah.
That's dope.
Don't worry, Raggy. Don't worry, Raggy. We had someone from Scotland last week. She asked him if he played the bagpipes. Just what you'd like.
He didn't have a beard. So I also thought that just before that guitar, can you see there's a couple of guitars, like the sitar's really long neck as well. And I thought one of those things in the background had a really long neck. I was like trying to be tech like things.
No.
I can see
that long neck thing. One of them there is a bass guitar that's got a longer neck than usual, and then I've got about a dozen guitars scattered around the studio.
Oh, it's ridiculous. When people start buying guitars, they start buying like 1 million guitars.
Yeah, I stopped buying. You know, I've come to the stage where I realized that, you know, even one good guitar is enough. You explore music, but most people stop exploring music and then they begin to explore the things. So you become from a spiritual kind of a being into a materialistic kind of a being, and then you want to get that expensive guitar because it sounds nice. You want to get that expensive guitar because that one sounds nice, but you could be investing your time in just learning how to play the bloody one you already own, and learn how to express it better. Seriously, I mean, how many of us go for plastic surgery and stuff like that? Okay, if you run out of teeth when you're older, some dentures will be okay, but that's just like changing the strings on a guitar. But you don't want to have a new body, a new thing, when you hardly even know how to use the one that you have. Says a man who's already got a dozen guitars.
Just for display purposes. Doesn't know how to play nail one of them.
Right, next question.
One of them looks quite like a lamp. I like that one. The one that looks like a lamp is really cool. That looks
that floor lamp is amazing. I need one of those. This bad boy ain't cutting it. I need something different.
I got no lamp. Well, I got no.
All right, here we go. Are there any local celebrities where you're from? Going on a ride, huh?
Hey, woo!
He's desperate to get a lamp in.
I'll use it later. A prop for later.
Well, I mean, in my actual little area, not so much. But like in Devon, there are quite a few celebrities. So Jennifer Saunders is a really famous comedy writer. She's just over the other side of Chagford. And Joss Stowe, the musician, she lives just down the road towards New Habitat. So there are celebrities, and then Mumford & Sons, they're down in Ede, the lead singer of Sons.
Okay,
but there's no one in that little village.
Count it though. What about Leon Raggy? What any local celebrities there in Malaysia?
Hey man, you're talking to the guy who won't have a horse, just wants a magic carpet, yeah? So I'm not going to stay in a town where there's a bigger fish than me. Yeah?
Raggy is a celebrity and Garu is a celebrity. They're the two. And we've got them. We've had them both on this show. We've took all the celebrities from Penang and put them on the air. Oh. I've done my bit. I got all the celebs from Penang.
There's a guy in my town. He wears a werewolf mask and he plays the violin. And he's called the Violin Monster. And he stands on the street and he'll like just stand there and just play violin. And he's pretty good, but he has that werewolf head, and everybody knows him. They can recognize him because of that. And like every year you'll see him when it gets warm enough.
Next week's guest sorted. Okay. Next week's guest, get him in.
Yeah, get him in. Go get him in. Gosh, I bet that mask is bloody warm to wear.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's warm wearing a mask just here, can you imagine wearing a... Oh no! Oh no!
Full thing, full wolf head.
Hey, it could be because there's more than one violinist. It could be like the Princess Bride.
Yeah, like a Dread Pirate Roberts situation.
Yeah. Could be it, or it could be the whole connection between violins and wolves. You know,
deep cuts there. Oh yeah, they go way back.
That obvious connection.
You know, the typical one. I'm just thinking the typical one, not all the deep stuff.
You'll like see that dude like in a bar, and he'll like have a beer, and he'll like pull the mask, and then put the beer in the mask. That whole thing. He's been doing that for years.
He knew about the coronavirus before anybody else. That was it. He was like, I'm getting ahead of this thing. So when the time comes, I'll just keep my mask on. Don't need to change nothing about my life.
Exactly. He was way ahead of the curve. The crazy part is seeing that local celebrity dude being in bars, he's drinking, and then women will come up to him and try and sleep with him. And he has to like hold the character. He's not gonna like take the whip and like talk, you know. And we're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the Violin Monster. And then eventually hook up with that dude.
See, I see now you're tempted now to put the hat on, just pretend you are him, get all the ladies. There you go. I'm the violin guy, I can't play now, hurt my finger, but you know.
Yeah. Only got them in the background. I got like 10 of them. I got like 10 violins back here. I don't know how I play now one of them, but they're expensive and they sound great.
Wow, oh man. Leon, have you got a question for us, sweetheart?
Yeah, I've got rid of the psychic one, and I've got something new. Look, I've got a bag.
What's with a pillowcase? What is going on here? Oh, okay.
Hat, so that it's like a bit more like a magic thing. See?
You know those
Leon,
those
what
hats
colour
usually
do you
red. We got the wrong color.
I know. Leon, what colour do you think that is?
It's black.
My pink hat. My pink hat. Don't say it's not my pink hat. It goes with me yellow top I'm wearing. Come on.
Style it. Pink and yellow. It's in now. 2020. Let's go.
So it's all right until I'm at traffic lights. That's when it really hurts. All right, and so yeah, this is it. You can't read it, can you? I'll read it out. What would you prefer, free unlimited alcohol or free unlimited fast food? Free alcohol. Yeah.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol has resellability. Like if it was like if it just poured itself into a glass, you know, that would be tough. But if you gave me the whole bottle and I could then sell that bottle, I could be an alcohol distributor like that. Immediate free alcohol, or I could open my own bar, and then I could sell the alcohol until I had enough money to buy the bar, and then sell it at the bar for 100% profit. Done.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. That, and you can you could do the same with you could open your own brands of McDonald's if it was free unlimited burgers. You'd have no costs.
That's true.
Building.
You can open up a McDowell's. McDonald's because you can't use the licensing. It's McDowell's now.
Again.
Has that question factored in the unlimited drinking ability of the average Sikh gentleman?
You think you drink it dry?
Yeah, there's unlimited alcohol. I was like, wow, have I died already and gone to heaven? Do you know that in the Sikh community, there is no expression for cheers or bottoms up? Every country, every language, every culture, they have that thing. But for Sikhs, there is no expression to say bottoms up. The only thing that we can tell each other is slow down, slow down.
I like that.
Get some water.
Pace yourself.
I drink water too occasionally. Here we go. Yeah, that's my glass of water.
Top Comics Rule 2020.
Oh, gee, that's quite funny. I know.
Whoa,
I've seen it every.
It's just a sip. Just a sip.
Every country does usually have something to say cheers. It's yeah.
Sikhs
I like it. No slowing them down while they're all talking. Let's just get drinking.
Yeah,
Or they just say next round is on you.
No Sikh gentleman will buy a round for other Sikh gentlemen. They'll drink him out of the bank. No way. You order your dozen beers and you guard them with your life, and you guard your own beers in there.
Come on. Even if they were free and unlimited, would you still have a fight for them? You've got free unlimited alcohol. You're still like, these are mine. I'm not sharing them.
Yeah, you just turn into a dragon.
The thing is,
no one gets my treasure.
I wouldn't believe it was free and unlimited, so I'd fight everybody first and then start drinking, And then if I couldn't finish it, I'd commit suicide. I would finish it anyway. Yeah.
How many years? If it was free and unlimited for the first 5 years, would then you believe? 10 years, then you believe? You say, okay, no, I believe now. No.
You're not pulling that fakir fast one on me. Yeah, I'm already Indian. We already know all these cons here. I don't believe it. Put the beers in front, put all the alcohol in front, let me drink to my satisfaction, and I just won't pay you at the end of it. That's it.
You better bring me free unlimited livers.
See, I wonder how you do with this. How you do with this? If you had a genie like this,
Whoa.
you wouldn't trust him, would you? You say, "Hey, don't you go anywhere, genie. 3 wishes. Let's get this sorted."
I mean, you actually expect
You've
somebody,
never brought that prop out.
you expect somebody who lives in a small bottle to give you big things. Yeah.
I'm watching you.
That's worth some money now. That's been around for a minute.
I suppose the other thing is, if I had free and limited fast food, I would be the size of a house. I would need to be craned out of my house if I have to go doctor. I love, like, I won't let myself eat KFC because I won't stop. If you're looking at me now, I'm thinking about KFC. I think about KFC every single day, but I won't let myself eat it because I'll just go nuts. That's one of the good things about living in a little village is there are no fast food available, because it would just be so easy just to eat and eat and eat and eat. It forces you to cook.
You need to come to Malaysia, Lucy. You will not
Oh.
want to walk into KFC or McDonald's or one of these places because there's going to be a 1,000 other dishes here that will drive you nuts. Food here is so plentiful, so
But
cheap.
they've all got bloody fish in them, even if you ask for no fish. Leon's been telling us all about this. They like to treat you well by just sticking everything.
Oh, you're a vegetarian then?
Don't come.
I just don't like just don't like fish.
You don't. I can go by a month without eating fish. There's lots of pork and chicken, and if you take beef, I don't, But the thing is, even for a simple thing like frying noodles, you could eat a different noodle dish for every meal of the day, 4 times a day, and it will take you about a month to come back to that first noodle dish that you had because we've got so many
I love
varieties of
noodles.
food. So many varieties, and food here is cheap. 50 cents US will buy you a plate of noodles. 50 cents.
Bet. Take that home. Put whatever I want on top. Make my own dish. 50 cents. Bob. All the base. I like that.
I've got a picture of 50 cents working in a restaurant.
It's like,
right, my turn for the questions.
There's always dogs waking you up. This is DMX. Nothing but rap references. Be okay with it.
Right, let's see if I can get this up the camera. Right.
Oh, nope.
When was the last time you danced?
It's been minutes. Every chance I get. It's not something I do, it's something that happens to me.
Take it. Like little dance or dance like out in the world dancing, like in front of people. Or just dancing around the house on stage. Where's that dance? I've danced in the house with my daughter, just like being silly. But the last time I was outside dancing, when did I dance like outside? Probably a long time ago. Unless it was on stage. Occasionally on stage, I do like if we're doing improv or something, some kind of dance thing. Might dance at the gig I did with you, Raggy, maybe, but I can't remember. I think I did, didn't I? Did I? I did, yeah. So that would have been it then. Yeah, the last gig I did live. I did some dancing on stage. It wasn't very impressive, but there you go.
Yeah, but people still applaud it, so it's all right.
I think it was a comedy show, so it was a comedy dance. It wasn't meant to be, but it was.
Me too. I just get to dance when I'm doing shows and gigs, and then when I take a break, even for if I'm playing in a place where people are dancing, when I get a break from the stage, the last thing that I want to do is stand up again. I just want to sit down somewhere and have an unlimited drink. You know what I mean?
We know.
Yeah,
Unlimited alcohol.
bottomless. There's no word for bottoms up, but there is a word for bottomless. Know what I mean?
I did a TikTok video the other day where I did a little dance. And the brilliant thing is I can put a video of me doing a really complicated dance and I get 3 views. I put a picture of a cat and it'll get 300 views. So
People love
TikTok does not care for my dance moves. Not at all. There's not.
What about dancing with a cat with a complicated dance? There you go.
Open.
3,003 views. Perfect.
But I'm trying to think about the last time I danced, and I'm really worried I can't remember.
That's bad.
At least a year for me. Since I've been to a club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, clubs. Gone.
It's been a minute.
I remember it would have been around about this time last year. We did. I used to drive trucks for musicians, and we were doing a European tour with a DJ, and we were lucky enough to have a day off at a festival in a castle in Verona, and I danced there. And I'm worried that was the last time. I mean, it's a great place to dance, but Jesus, a year ago.
I mean, that's
terrible. I feel awful.
If that's going to be your last place to dance, that's not bad, is it?
Yeah,
last place I danced was in Verona.
Well, somebody needs to come up with software that allows people to dance virtually, sort of like this. Just like we guys are chatting, you got to have something where you stand and you move, and the next person on the other screen who's 5,000 miles away does a certain other movement, and you use the lag that's inherent in the internet to sort of like move into another movement, and hey, who knows, could be the next huge big thing, stream dance.
Well, if they can make a 3D shoot 2-pack, they can do. If they can make a 3D 2-pack, they can make a 3D Justin Timberlake, and we can all have a little boogie.
Yeah, am I guessing you're the one that wants the Justin Timberlake? I'm not sure the rest of us are really keen on that. Well, I don't know, maybe. I can't
was.
Alex.
Hey,
sell the name of the Woods album.
Sell the idea to the Japanese, and they'll probably have rubber dolls made.
Oh, yeah, good.
Shaquille O'Neal and shit.
Yeah, we could do something with that, dancing. I can see this going down a very dark alley. Alex, you start dancing with your rubber doll, and then we could just get inflatable dolls, each of us. I'm sure we've all got one around the house, and then bring it on.
It says more about you the way this conversation was going.
I was just thinking, shall I pull out the rubber doll now? Is it too much? Don't pull out the rubber doll now. I'm going to blow her up.
Small talk. Okay.
Oh man.
This is not joining until we behave. I ain't joining in until we behave, and then I'll come back.
Yeah. No. Sorry, I just got distracted. I've tried to put in our local supermarket. They've replaced cardboard egg boxes, polystyrene egg boxes. And it's not very good for the environment. And they said if enough of us message them, they'll put them back to being cardboard. That's all I put. I've just been accused of being a Karen.
Oh.
Karen like eggs?
Oh. Styrofoam's better for the planet.
Because I said
you're complaining about something about life.
Exactly. I don't think they understand what a Karen is.
Other people. Karens don't do that.
Is Karen particularly fond of eggs?
It's just a case of I just said, polystyrene is not very good for the environment, and egg box is always cardboard. Can't we just use cardboard? Oh, we have a Karen here.
Troublemaker.
Stirring shit up. Keep it up.
You're getting kicked out of the village. You're getting kicked out of the village, chased with plastic egg boxes. This is the future.
You're gonna have to go move in with Mumford and Sons.
They'll have
Well,
room.
the beautiful thing is, they don't realize that all this stuff goes in the Lucy show during the village update. So keep it coming, boys and girls.
Material, fresh.
It's all material.
Right, come on, name them. Name
Come
and
at
shame.
me.
Name and shame the supermarket, or give them a week to fix it, and then you can name and shame them next week. The supermarket is to be told next week unless they fix this. We're on it. You got 1 week.
Well, I mean, his name's Elliot, which doesn't, you know.
Is it?
He's not, I don't think he's from the hood.
He might be.
Right.
I had a what do you call it? A comments fight thing with some racist guy from the UK because I was making a comment on this history thing, and then he said something. I don't know what it was. He didn't like what I said, and then we had this big conversation about. And he was saying, I hated Britain. I just said that Britain was involved in World War One, and it wasn't all one country's fault. And he went, no, you're one of these. You read one of these anti-British blogs, and I was like, what's an anti-British blog? Are they a thing? Am I missing out on anti-British blogs? And then he was going, and then I said, well, so I said Britain, had an empire, but it must have done good things and bad things. And he went, no, the British only did good things in the empire. And well, no empire could just do good things. And he's like, no, Britain was the best empire, and everything they did was good. I'm like, are you sure is that possible? They did
Don't you ruin my dissertation.
And he's like, no, they did nothing wrong. You hate Britain. You must be one of those anti-British bloggers. I was like, okay, maybe. I just stopped it in the end. It wasn't really getting anywhere.
That's not small talk at all.
No, it's big talk.
Right. Question, please. One more question, off, gentlemen.
Who's it? Alex.
I think it's me.
Yeah.
In the jar.
In the jar.
What's your favorite type of egg box?
Yeah, right. I just want you to hand me all the eggs, and I'll carry them myself. I ain't got to throw nothing away. I juggle
like your mother.
I juggle the eggs until I get home. I go with my feet for the earth. No one ever calls me a Karen when I juggle eggs.
I like it.
What is a musical artist that you like that you find that most people don't like? You got any guilty pleasures?
We've already had the Kanye. We've already had the Kanye discussion.
Yeah. Oh, I do that in secret. Nobody knows about that unless I say it online and put my foot in my mouth.
I was listening to American Boy with Kanye and Estelle the other day, and I was like, oh, do you remember?
You're sitting with them two. I'm glad you got them two back together to sit in the same room.
Oh, well, you could
Kanye
put it on loud and just be proud.
Was Kanye sitting there talking about egg boxes? Is that where you got the idea? Kim was like, where do you get these egg boxes from? Well, listen, I'll tell you what.
I got them from Donald Trump.
I think for me, country music. I love my country music, and not a lot of people do.
On your own.
Yeah.
Nobody jumped in to join in there. There you go.
I know there's not many people that like it. I know I'm on my own there, but I'm okay with it.
Country music is actually the world's number one most listened to form of music. Seriously.
Wow, I've just never met anyone else. I've never met anyone.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but maybe you should start mixing with people who use styrofoam egg boxes.
they love country music and styrofoam egg boxes.
But seriously, when I was trying to put out songs and albums, I went into some research. Like, okay, you want to put out a hit song. So you begin to do research on what kind of songs do people listen to. And to my surprise, apparently the biggest sales and listening to music forms is for country music. People all over the world listen to country music. In Malaysia, in Sarawak, which is in the Borneo jungles, in a little tiny one street town, they have an annual country music festival as well. So country music is really big, But hey, Alice, in response to your question about music that you like that others don't like, I have the opposite kind of a problem. There's so much of music that many people love and like, which I don't like at all. And this is kind of really, really, really like, for example, I'm doing shows and I'm playing live and people keep sending requests and I go, not that guy,
Go ahead, call him
And-
out. Express yourself. What are you talking about? What you don't like?
Okay, this is weird, right? This is going to get me murdered. Does this thing stay private or this go out to the whole world? But
Private. It's only a floor.
okay, hang on now. Yeah, you fuck you. That's a nice word to use. Like for example, okay, I cannot stand listening to Neil Young.
Neil Young. Okay.
Go
I don't
for it.
like Neil Young either. Yeah, I said it.
I mean, like he sings in a voice that like if I was his mom, I would have strangled him a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Play
I'm
the
neither
guitar.
here nor there. I wouldn't think I could want to kill him, like, but
That's a harder.
He writes some good songs, but God, why does he sing them? Yeah.
see, you don't mind him writing the song, so you can say, write the song, but do not sing it. You can just write it, sing it, or
Stay the fuck away from your own songs. I would have told him. But, that's
he's like
gonna get into.
like
And I
a
still
chicken,
get requests.
like a chicken in the factory. So they get you take the eggs away from him. So as soon as he's written a song, you take the song away from him, so he can't do anything with it.
Yeah. He can't sing. Yes, he should wear the bloody COVID mask. That he should wear N69 and N99 and whatever 9, and then wrap his head around. I lent him a couple of my turbans for as well. Oh well. Okay,
I did.
Played. Well played. Okay.
I didn't think which is your band you like nobody else would turn such a violent ending.
Yeah. Neil Young, Choking Babies,
That was
Animal Abuse, and
that was a
69
safe
and all got
question.
packed real close together.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get lots of abuse hurled my way.
Gotta end it on that.
Yeah, I used to
Alex, what about you? Leon, what about
Oh,
you?
geez.
Come on,
You go, Alex.
That's a tough one. Probably Nickelback.
Oh,
I like at least 4 Nickelback songs. And I can't find somebody who's willing to back any of them 4 songs.
Oh dear. Oh, no,
Ever since that Spider-Man
2
soundtrack
Nickelback
came
songs,
out,
and I
with Tobey
didn't mind.
Maguire and what's his face? I don't remember the dude's name who's at least singing Nickelback, but he put the song out for Spider-Man. And so every time I saw that dude with Nickelback after that, I pay a little bit more attention. So there's at least 4 songs that I fucked with from the backs and nickels that people usually don't. And that's okay. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna strangle him when he's a baby so he don't finish him up. But I will say that it's okay. This is some I don't like, sure, but this is my life.
I think we should Neil Young him, like Raggy says. Neil Young, the whole of Nickelback.
It's a verb now. It's a verb in Malaysia.
I mean,
Very violent.
I only knew of 2 songs by Nickelback. I enjoyed both of them. So I mean, I'm okay with. I wouldn't say I've gone out. I mean, I did own. What's their big one? Though? You remind me. Is that the one? I had
that
that on
Photograph
cassette
album?
tape.
Yeah, that photograph. Look at this
I just
photograph.
had the single. I had the cassette tape in my car when I first started driving. But yeah, what about you, Leon? Who's your surprise like?
Surprise, like I don't know. I used to like all the like indie bands and stuff, and bands that nobody's ever heard of. Surprise, like what's a surprise like is? What would be a surprise like? I don't know. I like it. Oh yeah, for country music, the only country music singer I like would be like Johnny Cash. I like Johnny Cash, but the rest of them I don't like. Johnny Cash is it. So I suppose that would be a surprise, like because I don't like country and western or country music, apart from Johnny Cash, which I do like.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Folsom Prison
Complete
Blues.
success.
Leon, your a question from you, Leon, and to wrap the rounds up.
Magical blue hat.
That's green.
Oh yeah, the green hat. Could be pink. If you got lost in a forest, how would you survive or get out? If you got lost in a forest, how would you survive or get out? So if you're lost in a forest, how would you survive or get out? So you could do the bread thing, couldn't you? Like in Hansel and Gretel, if you were getting led into it. I don't know. I just take my time. I like it in forests. I just take my time to get out. You know, you're not going to be that far away from anywhere in the forest in a minute. Yeah, I'll take my time getting out.
Oh, what's that?
Ice cream van.
Impressive. They come right into your house these days. They don't wait for you to come out to get the ice cream. Bring the ice cream to you. You want any ice cream? You want some of this ice cream? We're gonna get it right now. She wants warm cream. Better get it iced.
I do quite like when I was in cadets, like as a teenager, you could sort of join sort of like air cadets I was in, and we did stay in a couple of woods overnights where we had to sort of make shelters and do sort of like survivor sort of type stuff. So I mean, I'd quite like it. I mean, I like being able to work out which direction you're going because of finding out which way the moss grows on the tree and making all the stuff like that. I'd quite enjoy it.
Yeah, I like that too. Which way does the moss grow on the tree?
So you know that the sun rises in the east, and the moss always grows on the side where the sun is. So that's the way you work it.
So mossy side is east.
I believe so. Yeah.
I'll use that next target.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I haven't tried this out in a survival way. I've always had a compass with me.
And a mobile phone, but
I think if I were to be lost in the jungle, I'd be dead. Unless somebody came to rescue me, you know.
Yeah, it's my move.
Really?
Hold out for rescue. Don't move. You know, build shelter and fire exactly where you are. And then hopefully you have like a whistle or something, and then have that be it. Hopefully people know where I'm at and come looking, and have that be it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if you had that unlimited alcohol with you, you know.
yeah. Then they could take the time. They could just take the time then to come and get me. So take your time. I'm no problem. You could
take the time. I'd fight those rescuers.
And another 2 days. Yeah. And you could use unlimited alcohol, cook your food with it and everything. Perfect.
What about you, Alex? I mean, is Ann Arbor technically a jungle with that many trees?
No, not really. I mean, there is forest you can go and walk into.
We shop
parks and stuff like that, but like I said, I'd probably just stay put. That'd be my move. Just try and build shelter and warmth and stuff exactly where you at, because you'll get yourself more lost and more tired going off in direction. If you're already lost, I'd be like, stay here, hope somebody trying to find me, and have that be about it. It's like, that's it.
Yeah, because if you could find your way there, rescuers could find their way there too. So why complicate the issue? Yeah.
I don't want to be circling around my rescuers. Like, if you finding traces of me, they don't actually find me. Like, yeah.
Unless it's Neil Young coming to rescue you. Yeah.
Leave him in the jungle.
Bet, do we have a challenge this week or?
Challenge.
Well, I was going to suggest we could try a quick round of charades where you have to try and reenact a movie.
Okay.
So I thought if I jump in first, I can do the easiest one.
I've never done anything like that before.
Okay.
Oh, just follow. So we just think of a movie ourselves, do we? Yeah.
Do porn
Yeah, like you would
movies
in the
count?
charades.
No.
You can do. Yeah, you can do a porn movie if you want, Raggy. I'll guess it really quick.
It's the reenactment that would be interesting on that one, Raggy.
Yeah, I just flash
Okay.
the credits. You know.
Do we have to get
Okay,
the right
so
word?
right.
One-arm boxer.
Someone says movie.
Movie. One movie. One
First
word. First word. Only one word.
Oh, okay.
One. The Finger. It's one of the porn movies from Raggy. The Finger. Oh no. Jaws.
Seven Jaws.
Yeah.
It's always Jaws.
I got it first. I nominate because you got it right, Leon. It's your turn.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Okay, it's one word.
One word.
Circle.
No,
Whole
means the whole
thing.
movie. The whole thing. Ready? Okay, ready?
Yep.
It's Aladdin.
Aladdin in the green cap.
That's him. Aladdin in the green cap. We'll have that. It would have been Aladdin, but they add the green cap. I like it.
Raggy,
Oh,
would
no,
you like to have a go?
I
You've
could've
got
done this,
Aladdin in the green.
I could have done this. The Green Lantern.
I haven't got a
You
clue.
could, oh,
I don't watch movies.
Do Jaws too.
No idea. No, hang on. Let somebody else go first, and I'll see if I can think of
Funny,
a
Alex.
movie.
okay. Have a go.
What?
Give us a movie.
All right. It's one.
One word.
One word.
Lift up. Boost. Head. Top. Up. Up.
Up.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Hey!
It was big, but I'll take up.
Oh, big. Oh, big up. Hey, big up yourself. Big. I got it. I like it.
Yeah. Bit hard to reenact the keyboard machine sat down.
Yeah,
Oh, that the fortune teller machine in that big used to scare the bejesus out of me.
Zorak.
Yeah.
Zoltan. Zoltan.
Yes. Zoltan. Raggy, you up for a go?
No, I'm afraid mine is a
No
blank.
judgment.
Mine is a blank. I only can think of all these porn movies. No.
Do one, we'll guess it. Emmanuel 3.
No, it'll have to be a big. It'll be a big.
No.
one.
It'll be a big. No.
It'll take a long time. No. And the thing is,
I want to thank you very much.
Thing.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up and just say thank you very much, Raggy, for coming on and staying up so late, because we understand with the time differences in Malaysia that's a little bit. It's
Cool.
it's lovely in the afternoon for me. It's lovely in the morning for Alex, but we know it's very late, very late for Malaysia. So we're really grateful every time we get a guest.
Yeah, fun.
It's perfect. Thank you for all your answers. You will be receiving a free magic carpet through the post, so just give us the address for that.
And a
You have
t-shirt.
to feed it. You have to
In
feed
fact,
it
it
twice
should
a day.
it should. Yeah, it should be able to deliver itself, really. So postage should be quite cheap.
Okay. Thanks, Lucy. It's marvelous. And Leon and
but
Alex,
yes,
good to see you guys.
Yeah,
Cheers,
and for our viewers, if you've got any questions that you'd like to go into our big jars, please send them in. Small Talk on Facebook. And thank you to all our viewers on Periscope and Twitch and Facebook. Thank you very much for joining us this week. So, Alex, thank you very much, darling. I'll see you next week. Raggy, thank you very much. And Leon, thank you very much as well. We've all been Big Will
Bye-bye.
Small Talk.
Thanks.
Bye.
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 Bye.